All right, y'all. I'm making this video, kind of trying to make it short as possible because I am trying to beat Jannar up from his nap, and also I just got finished working out, so that's why I look a little rough. So I'm just trying to make it as short as possible, short, sweet, and possible. I'm just gonna explain a few things about me, and what happened because I do know a lot of people have been asking me, when I posted about my surgery back in May, people were writing me, asking me what's going on, and I just probably, read the comment, the message, and then let it go. And then a lot of people also have been asking me what have I done to lose weight in this process when I posted my picture last night. So with that being said, no, I did not have any type of body sculpting surgery. I had a partial hysterectomy in May of this year. Now, the reason why I did have a partial hysterectomy in May of this year is because I had fibroids. I had ones the size of a grapefruit golf ball and many small ones. Those were what I have been dealing with since the year of 2015 when I found out that I had them, okay? So I went through the process of having two pregnancies, which was my daughter and my son in 2015. After my daughter, I thought that they were just gonna give me a C-section, cut the fibroids out, and take my daughter out, but no, that's not what they do. You cannot remove them at the same time because there are blood vessels connected to the fibroids that they have to cut. So that's what they could not do. So what happens is that would be a lot of blood, and I would have probably lost too much blood in that process. So they went ahead and told me that I have to live with them. Okay, fine. Well, while I was supposedly living with them, when me and my husband decided that we were going to go ahead and let's get the surgery because the pain had started taking over, depression had started taking over. I was just gaining weight left and right. Um, we found out that we were pregnant with my son. So there's another year or pregnancy that we have to go through, which my doctor told me after having my son, it would be at least 4 months that he would have to wait before doing the surgery for my body to heal correctly from delivering a baby. Well, that's what happened. In that process, I was depressed because I stay in a state where I don't have any family where I can get up and go. And all of the friends that I did make at the time, they were at work. So I was like, let me just get a job and I'll just throw it on the back burner. I live with it this long, You'd be like, I live with it this long, I can live with it a few more months. So I threw it on the back burner. Well, in that process, my body said, okay, so you don't want to do it? I'll do it for you. I break this body down by causing you not to sleep, not to eat correctly. You'll have more pains than you ever had in your life. And that's exactly what my body did. And my body told me, you're either going to have this surgery or you're going to shut down. So back in January of this year, my body was just like, okay, you want to keep playing? How about this? So I just kept pain, which I was already having, but it was getting worse, 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 worse. Like it was just getting bad. So, what happened was I ended up, going through scheduling the process, and it was supposed to be in March. Well, the pandemic happened. Boom, you got to wait another month and a half to have your surgery. So in May 12th of this year, I had a partial hysterectomy. Now I know people may be wondering what are signs to your fibroids because, like I said, I got my yearly checkup in January of that year. And then I found out I had the fibroids in October. So a 9 to 10 month period, I maybe have produced fibroids, or maybe that's when they started growing. But a lot of people say that processed food can be causing a fibroids. Relaxers for African American can cause fibroids. This is what they say. It's not a definitely, but this is what they tell you. That can be some of your causes. The exercise, like if you were active, maybe because once I got here, I wasn't as active as I was in Orlando. They do say activity can cause them, or it can be, they say it can't, they say it's not hereditary, but in my mind, a lot of women in my family has suffered from it, so that may happen. Jannar is coming, so y'all will see him in a few seconds, I think. Suffered from it, so once again, that was the cause of it, or I believe can be the cause. So I did go natural in 2015. I have not had any type of relaxers, really put in my head since before, well, in October of 2015. And then that was that. So in the last year before now, I went through bleeding extremely bad, to like one day I could be bleeding all day and the next day not. And then by the end of the day of the next day, I can be bleeding really bad again. So I did hide behind the saddle. I was depressed because I didn't want to go anywhere because I never knew what may happen at the time. So I did lie to a lot of people and say that I can't go because I don't have no babysitter. Or I lied to a lot of people and just gave an excuse. So I apologize. But catch me now because your girl is back in full effect, period. Also, I do want to let you know that they say some of the signs for fibroids is heavy bleeding during your menstrual, cramping before and after your menstrual, weight during your midsection and not the rest of your body, being tired. Those are some of the signs. So I do recommend that you do research it, and if you have any of those signs that are there, please go ahead and head to your doctor, because you do not want to go through this process of having to remove anything from your body. I mean, period. I mean, even not this situation, but anything. If you have any signs of something, make sure you check it out because you don't want to have to remove anything from any part of your body that God gave you, because, I mean, God gave it to you. So you want to keep it. Just make sure you guys are watching for all signs, and don't ask questions like, oh, did are you pregnant or anything, because that's rude to ask women, because that was one of my most depressing things that somebody could ask me was, are you pregnant, or girl, your fat self, because I mean, I laughed it off, but you don't want really people to say that to you because it's something that you really can't help at this moment. So I just recommend that you watch out for signs in your body. Make sure that you understand what's going on. Ask questions to your doctor and try all natural ways, because I did try a bunch of natural ways before, leading to the partial hysterectomy. But now that I got it, it has relieved a lot of stress on my body and a lot of pain, and I now can work out. So your girl and her husband is like working out because she need to be extra fine. So just watch out for all of those signs and make sure that you don't disrespect another person asking questions that you don't know the answer to or do not know, because like I said, you will go ahead and push somebody in more depression. So understand that it's life. We all go through different things. We all have different battles, and we will all conquer our battles with the help and support of your loved ones, God, and yourself, just your inner self. So once again, have a good day, have a blessed day, and don't worry about somebody else's business, because you got enough of your own. I bet you do. Bye-bye.